Louisiana beer reviews. Goose Island's 312 Urban Pale Ale. They're famous for their 312 wheat, which I've had. This is a newer one, introduced in 2014. The company was established in 1988 in Chicago, and it was purchased by Anheuser-Busch InBev in 2011. It says on here contains wheat, but the ingredients list on the website says 2-row barley malt and crystal 60 barley malts, and the hops are Amarillo, Mount Hood, and Nugget. They didn't say anything about wheat on the website. Gets an okay score on Beer Advocate, like a C. A 48 out of 100 on Rapier, 39 out of 100 for the style, so not too great. I noticed Dave Coulter on Beer Sampling with Dave, he said, well, at first he was saying, I don't think I'm going to like it because it's bought out by InBev, and he said he hadn't been drinking them too much since the buyout, but he drank it and he said he had to admit that it was really good. So let's check it out. I bought it at the Red, White, and Brew in Hammond, but it should be, and that's on a US 190 in Hammond, but you know, it should be pretty available. Alright, I was looking at some video reviews and Keith's beer reviews. He gave it a good score, I think 7.5 out of 10, so some smoke. I hope he's doing better. I know he's very sick with heart trouble, but he said he liked it. Pale ales, to me, usually, you know, the American pale ales are nice, but they're like a step down from the IPAs generally. Like, if I went to buy, okay, I can get the Sierra Nevada Torpedo, the big 24-ounce bottles, for the same price I can get the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, their original one. But I find that it's a better value to get the Torpedo because you get more alcohol, more full flavor, a bigger body. It's just like if I was going to buy a Dodge Charger, and I noticed that they had a Dodge Charger Road and Track RT for the same price as the base model. Well, it seemed like you buy the RT, you get a more powerful engine and just everything better on it. Higher grade everything. So anyway, it's personal preference. Some people love pale ales and don't really care for IPAs. It's this color, I would say, is golden. It has a big white head. It's bubbly. It's mostly clear. Looks similar to the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Bready, semi-sweet bready, a little touch of sourness. Well, it's a little musty. It smells really nice, like a really well-made beer. Same thing. The flavor is really good. Now, I thought their Honker Ale was good, their ESB, and the IPA was really good. And Goose Island, well, I've had a few. I can't remember them all, but they were all good. So this one's good too. Breadiness, sweetness, maltiness, light hops, light but noticeable hop bitterness. It's very pleasant in every way. The alcohol level is really nice. What is it, 5.4 and 30 IBUs? Yeah. My notes are flying over there. The mouthfeel is medium. The finish is on the dry side. It's very refreshing here in the warm afternoon. I'm trying to avoid, you know, the bumblebees that are swarming me because they're going berserk over all this pollen, the nectar, you know. They're getting drunk off the nectar. I'm gonna say it's an A-. It's at the lower end of excellent, but is an excellent beer. There's no doubt about it. If there's anything wrong with the beer, I'd like to know what it is. And I think A- would be the lowest. You could make a strong argument for a solid A, most excellent. But I'm going to be cautious, say A-. Definitely worth getting. The price is right. The flavor's good. Everything's good about it. Another winner from Goose Island, Anheuser-Busch InBev. Firebird, Pure Excitement from Pontiac. I bought this book. I ordered it from Consumer Guide. It's a 1994 book. I ordered it back in the 90s. And it was so interesting talking about when they came out with the Firebird as a response to the Ford Mustang 67. They kind of rushed it out because they were in such a panic. So they rushed out the Firebird and the Camaro, Pontiac Firebird and Chevy Camaro. And then they had so many beautiful models. I'm not going to sit here and show you the whole book. And the really exciting ones were the 1970s, the second generation Firebird. Let's see, find a really nice one. Yeah, 72 Trans Am. And the styling continued to be fantastic all the way through the 70s. 74 Trans Am. Now the power deteriorated, the horsepower, because they had new federal regulations with pollution control and gas mileage requirements. So it took them a little while to catch up with that. But American engineering is fantastic. So in 1982, the horsepower wars resumed after about 8 to 10 year period where they had not been in play. There's the 82 SE and Trans Am. And 82 is when they started coming out with the high output engines again. Ford Mustang, HO, GT, high output, and the Chevy Camaro and the Firebird. And it continued on, very popular cars. Unfortunately, when they came out with the new body style in 93, people weren't too keen on it. Although the car was probably the best they'd ever made. It was, I thought it was a little lumpy looking, a little too aerodynamic. Still, they were really good cars. They continually improved them, but after 2002's model year, it was dropped. And it's never returned, and it never will return. There's no more Pontiac. That is car division is out of business. Anyway, laissez les bon temps relais. Y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana, and thank you for watching this video production.